not everyone is built for business, and some people should just stay employed forever. See, this whole escape the 9 to 5, escape the matrix type stuff that has been rotting your brains for years and playing on your mind is really not for everyone. Because you see, it does genuinely take a certain type of person to, leave the 9 to 5 life and become an entrepreneur and not being told what to do, all that kind of stuff. And if you do not have what it takes, you will simply fail. Now, I've been running businesses for a few years now, meaning that I think I am qualified to be able to at least tell you what it takes to be a high-ish level entrepreneur. Don't get me wrong, I'm no fucking Jeff Bezos, but I can give you a few tips here and there and let you know, the kind of people that I've met who are very, very high net worth individuals, fucking hell, that I have networked with. And basically what we'll do is we'll see if you really do have the minimals, right? So the brutal truth about the 9 to 5. Sounds amazing, right? Escaping the 9 to 5, I'm gonna be free, I'm gonna do whatever I want, whenever I want, all that kind of bollocks. And whenever someone says that to me, I laugh, because especially in the starting stages, when you start a business, you are going to be working way, way more than you would if you would have stuck to your 9 to 5. This is not like a part-time gig. Things are going to go wrong, even if you set out for it to be a certain way. You think that you make enough money on this one side hustle. You spend 3 hours a day and you're going to do that for your work. Something's going to go wrong. There's going to be some sort of bottleneck that you haven't come across yet. It's going to hit you in the face, and you're going to have to put some fucking work in. And at that stage, a lot of people will just chin it, go back to the fucking 9 to 5, back to Tesco's, and I say fuck them, because if you try to shortcut this, if you try to eliminate a lot of processes that are not able to be eliminated from starting businesses, you're going to fail, and you deserve to fail, because you're trying to take shortcuts on something that cannot be shortcutted. The key to actually gaining experience from something, and one of the most valuable things in life, is failing. I'm not even just saying that. Failing is 10 times more valuable than constant wins. If you fail an investment, if you fucking lose a football match, if you fail a business, relevant. These are all things that you're going to learn so much more from. For example, I started probably, I'd say, over 100 businesses before I actually came across a successful one. That's not even an over-exaggeration. I was just so hungry to start a business and to leave that 9 to 5 mindset and lifestyle, because I was in the army before. I was used to being different, or whatever you want to say, not to be like a fucking Sigma mode alpha male. But I was always, different from the rest, I guess you could say. Never wanted a 9 to 5 lifestyle, just to be different, to be honest. I just see how normal people live, and it fucking disgusts me. Going down the club every weekend. I could go on, right? Having a boss. They have to tell you when you can go on holiday and see your kids, and all this disgusting shit, right? It really does make me sick. So I was never ever gonna go down that path. So what that obviously meant was I had to, when I got out of the army, I had to start businesses, because I could not work for someone. I tried many times. It just depressed me to my core. And the brutal truth is that this is not freedom. This is, in fact, the opposite. You are tied down, but you are your own man or woman, whatever. And it is pure stress. It is, pain. It is a lot of things that people cannot handle. And a lot of people that try to start businesses are better off having a boss. And I've worked with those types of people when I have, wanted to buy services off them, or when I've even tried to sell services to them. The type of person that needs a boss to tell them what to do, you can tell instantly, as someone who doesn't. because they're looking for almost guidance on what you're trying to sell or what you're trying to buy. They want you to tell them exactly, what to do with this fucking thing you've just bought. Really fucking weird process when you're, put in that situation. So definitely, it's just not good for anyone. It's not good for you. It's not good for the people that you're buying off. So don't fucking bother if you do not have what it takes. And these are the 5 signs that you should stay employed forever. Number 1, you need stability. Stability, security, whatever you want to call it, right? If you need that constant paycheck coming in, don't fucking bother, because it's not going to come in. Yes, with your own business, you can have money coming in every single day, and you eventually will get to that point where money is coming in every single day without fail. And if you don't make money in a day, that's a really fucking weird thing. If I was to not make money tomorrow, I would start to really panic because something has collapsed and something has gone wrong, or I'm declining. So you need to be making money every day, not just, a pound every day or $1 every day. This needs to be, high figures, because if you want to get to those 6-figure months or 7-figure months, it's gonna take, you can do the fucking maths, right? I think it's like to make 10K a month, you need to make 300 something fucking dollars a day, 350-ish a day. So that's a crazy amount to some people. But for me, if I, this sounds really bad. If I was to make $350 a day, I'll get worried, because that would be me going backwards, and I would not like that feeling. As some people are like, what the fuck, that's mental. But again, that's part of the mindset. If you go backwards, something's going wrong. Just a fact. If you can't handle rejection, if you need stability, these are all things that you need to kind of get used to. And there is no paychecks. There is no, little brown envelope is going to come through your door, or, if the bank account's at 0, you're fucked. Your boss ain't going to pay you. This isn't, you're not at a job. You need to pay yourself. So you need to get paid. You need to get to work. And if you're already on, 4 hours sleep, you're in trouble. If you've got 0 in the bank, you're in trouble. That's when you need to start networking, have connections. That's where experience comes in. So there's a lot there. And of course, number 2 would be handling pressure. This is kind of just off the back of that, but you're going to be handling 10 times more stress from instances like that. If a customer doesn't pay you, what are you going to do? You've already delivered the service, you need to pay your staff. What are you going to do? You now owe, or you're down thousands of dollars, thousands of pounds. What are you going to do? It's a stressful situation. You can't just not pay your staff, they'll run off. You can't just chase them in court. That costs tens of thousands of dollars, right? And is it worth it? You have to weigh those up. You may just have to take it on the fucking chin and lose thousands of dollars. That's how business is. Can you take that amount of stress? Seriously. Do you want to, keep going to work when you know that there's a possibility that your clients may not pay? Because you can have contracts in place, you can have all these agreements in place, you can think you know the person as well as you can think, but they can walk off, right? This is obviously integrity as a business person, and I would never do that. But a lot of people aren't me. A lot of people are cunts. So a lot of people will just walk off with your service, not pay you. They'll make an excuse. They'll just get away with it because you're not going to chase them in court. It's, only $5,000, only $6,000. Pointless. So you're fucked. It's a stressful situation. You need to stay calm under pressure. You need to keep calm and keep going. Number 3, you need to be told what to do. That kind of comes off the back of what I was just saying a minute ago. If you need to be told what to do, don't bother. You need to be on your own time, on your own schedule. Tomorrow, right? I could go out, I could do my own thing. That would be completely fine because I know exactly what I need to do when I get back or what I need to do the next day. Whatever. I don't really take days off, but that's kind of preference. I actually like what I do. That's another key. It's kind of self-explanatory, right? If you think you need to be told what to do, obviously not. Just don't fucking bother. You're not willing to work more than 40 hours a week. This is something that's fucking hilarious to me. If someone works a 9 to 5, they work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they get weekends off and shit. They come to me and they said they've had a hard week at work. That confuses the fuck out of me. Then I ask, oh right, was it a long shift today? And I'm like, no, yeah, 6 hours, mate. Friday off. Pisses me off, to be quite honest. But that's obviously what you get, right? If you're building your own business, you're working for yourself, you're building your own rewards, you're building your own income stream. If you are working for someone, you guaranteed that paycheck. So it seems more exhausting. I would be more exhausted, to be quite honest. But it's just funny how, hours of the day don't equate to the amount of work that you can actually be doing. If that makes sense. Like I couldn't just hide in the toilets and not work and get paid, because that's not how it works, right? So you have to have some sort of responsibility. You have to be willing to put in the time, because if you don't, you are the one that will suffer. It's pretty simple as that. Even if I wanted to have a week off, I wouldn't do that to myself, because I would regret, if I had a decline, or if something slipped off, or if a staff member quit. It's just not worth it. So I just prefer to travel about, get paid when I travel and work when I travel. It's still a holiday. I still enjoy working, 5, if you can't handle rejection and failure, you're going to fail. You are simply going to fail. And getting rejection is very, very normal. If you're outreaching to, 100 people a day, trying to sell your services, trying to sell your products, expect 100 no's, right? It's pretty simple. You're going to be expecting 100 no's for the next few months. Literally expect that. I don't mean have the mindset of bounce back. You are going to have 100 no's every single day for months. And that's going to be kind of detrimental to your mentality. It just is. I was in the military, kind of used to being put down like that. So it wasn't that much of a big deal. But to see how it affected other people when they went into business and how they kind of fell off from it is, next level. You will fail. Rejection will fucking destroy you if you haven't been used to that before. Because you kind of forget, in your mind, you got a sick product, you're going to do a sick job, but on the consumer end, they don't know you, they don't know your product, they've never had your service before. You just have to put yourself in the customer's shoes, Of course, it seems like you're giving them a sick deal. You're gonna deliver this, that, this. They don't know that it may be overpriced. They may think it's overpriced, even though it's not. Frustrating, but when you dial those in after those few months of getting no's, you're gonna know exactly what to say at what stage of the phone call that you're on, what stage of the pitch, whatever. You're gonna know exactly how to pitch your product, exactly how to tweak your product to make it eligible for the market that you're going into. So, should you escape the 9 to 5? And who should escape the 9 to 5? Well, number one, people that have a high pain tolerance or, mental resilience. People who are obsessed with winning. You have to be fucking obsessed with winning. That's just a fact. Number 3, self-motivation. Self-motivation is kind of just a given. If you're not motivated to succeed in life, I don't know what you're doing, but some people aren't. Of course, that's like something that generally people say they just are. Some people aren't. Some people don't really get it. That's fine. Number 4, you have to be okay with being broke. I was broke for years, right? Again, you don't get a consistent paycheck. There's no one paying your bills. You have to earn that. And there's gonna be things that go wrong. There's gonna be shit that goes downhill, and you are not gonna have a consistent paycheck for, years. You're just not. You could even get to those 6-figure months and then plummet straight back down. It's just a fact. It can happen to anyone. And number 5, if you would rather work 100 hours a week and get paid the same amount, but you're working for yourself, than you would working 40 hours a week for someone else, that's a key, right? You have to want to work for yourself no matter the cost. If it costs 100 hours just to work for yourself, same money, That's what it takes. And some people don't think it's worth it. Some people don't even get that point. But I'm telling you, it's a real thing. It exists. I would genuinely rather work 100 hours, the same wage as I would work 40 hours for someone else. It's just how I am. I don't want to work for someone else. I want to work for myself. So, I think in conclusion, most of you are not ready or built for the, leave the 9 to 5 mindset, business, grind shit. So don't even bother wasting your time, is what I'm trying to say. Literally don't bother, because a lot of people get into it, they spend years on it and they kind of regret it because they just done it out of being stubborn. But do you actually want it, right? You have to be fucking built for this, and you have to build yourself for this. So if you are going to do it, get out there, fucking prove it to yourself and start now. Don't say I'm going to start a business next month. Don't say I'm going to start a business next year. Start it now. Don't bother fucking setting up websites, setting up fucking businesses on GovUK or wherever Americans or whatever set their companies up. Don't bother until you know you can earn money with it. That's one thing I'd say. Yes, you have to register a business. No, you don't. Don't be fucking stupid, right? Make money, set up a business. Pretty much as simple as that. And that is the framework I use when I set up a new business now. So, in conclusion, don't bother unless you are 100% sure that you are ready for this journey. Because if you fail, which you will, but if you fail and you don't get back up, you will look back on this for the rest of your life and regret it. Cheers.